but you have to get there by yourself. I don't understand, help me please. Tell me everything and make me see.
My lifestyle doesn't seem so extreme because I just don't know any other way to live. It's a bit tiring and I never really get a lot of time at home, but it's nice to be out all the time. You know, I love being on the road, meeting new people, having new experiences. It's a bit funny because it's been so long, I don't even know what kind of home life is. Over the years, I guess there's been times where the party's gotten a little too crazy, you know? Gotten in like Rick James mode. It's a really crazy minefield to kind of navigate, you know, being a DJ with the drugs, girls, everything, you know? It's kind of funny because it can give you the world, but you can also lose your soul. I guess when I was younger, I was getting a little bit more crazy here because I was younger and I guess I didn't really have the responsibilities I do now. Not as much was at stake.
I don't understand, help me please. Tell me everything and make me see. You know that I would give you anything.
Jack White is just, I think he's like one of the coolest guys ever. He's like one of the greatest guitar players ever. He just sits around and does cool stuff. He's like, all right, I'm gonna make a record with every vinyl cutting trick known to man. I'm gonna make a record that goes from recording to press in like the fastest amount of time ever. It's like, that's cool. That's doing something. It's creating new experiences and ideas. And I wish more people would do that. You know, so many people are just so boring, or just so stuck in like a little trap of like not pushing any boundaries. And it's like, why? Why not push the boundaries? Why not do something? Why not make something of your life? That's what's up, you know? Taking a risk and going for it, you know, and just kind of believing in yourself and what you like. Oprah, follow your bliss. Hashtag. Selfie that. This is Phil's studio. This is the Butcher Sound Laboratory. We call it the lab. A lot of this gear is Phil's. I bought some pieces and stuff as well and added them to the studio. Like this guy here, the Korg Karma. This this kid's right here is, that's what's happening on the streets. This is like a secret weapon for like pads and stuff. It's really cheap, but it's awesome. And Esonic, I think they did Strings of Life on that. Built this guy the other week.
Yeah.
From scratch, like with like soldered it and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Phil, are you some sort of a genius?
No.
The Octatracks. This is
Octatracks for our samplers.
Yeah, this is like our main thing. We use this to do all drum programming and sampling and stuff.
And then the classic rolling stuff for all the drum sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything
808.
going through filters.
The Revolution is really good. That's like my favorite 303 clone. I'm obsessed with that thing. But Phil thinks I'm starting to use it too much because I use it on everything.
You ready to be an engineer?
Yeah.
All right, plug that into 23 next to the sample right there.
Great, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's the first of its kind.
From this company, this is their first, noise synth machine.
Okay.
They got this delay over here, which is another thing we use all the time, which is called the Jellyfish. We made that too.
Oh, that's a good one. That's the one. Let's record that. Thank you, man. That's good, man. This is a DJ school, the best. And actually the only lesson I ever got with DJing, I was hanging out with this guy, Ricky Callis, and we were at his house, having like a little mini suburban house rave, with like a couple of our friends. And he was like, yo, dude, just try to get the claps to match. And if you can get the claps to match, you're gold. And I use that today. Because you can't hear it a lot of times in the club, it's boom, boom, boom. So you're just like, let's get that clap. You're just like, oh, find the first clap, boom, clap, clap. And it's just like, yep, all right, mix is tight.
What's the difference between experiencing a Seth Troxler set at a place like this than a normal kind of mainstream DJ set with bells and whistles and CO2 cannons and
As you can see here, there is none of that. It's just honest. And what we do here, the music we play, it's real. It's about our culture and the history of our culture, you know? In my mind, it's kind of like those classic aspects of what this is why I'm here today. And I want kids to experience that later.
And what are those classic aspects?
Yeah, just playing actual records, you know, just mixing two vinyls, taking time, the patience of creating a journey for people to just really dance, you know? And I think that's the foundations of DJ culture and club culture.
So rather than kind of getting, you know, like lots and lots of immediate, like huge breakdowns and peaks and troughs, it's about kind of getting lost in the music in a more abstract way.
It's like a lot of DJs play for an hour. I play for 7. It's like making love, you know? I don't prefer quickies. It's like we're gonna sit you down, get comfortable. This is gonna be a while.
What label can we find these guys on?
On Vision Quest, they're all on our label. Actually, they're all here. Can we bring them over?
Let's check them out. Take a look at the guys here.
Hey guys, come over here. Come over here.
Yeah, let's all join together.
Let's have a huddle. Yeah. You guys, it's a lot of different personalities here.
I'm the alien.
Who's that? This is Carm.
This is Carm from Milan, from Tel Aviv. We released on Vision Quest.
We got the matching tattoo.
Yeah. Super good tattoo.
Okay, move down the line here like a disco train.
Hello, I'm Matteo from Tel Aviv with Carm over there, and I'm totally sunburnt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what we do is we stay home. We talk about the aliens. Really. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I have anything else to add.
Is there a message you want to share about the aliens or
no?
not?
I cannot. It's really, no, yeah.
Hi, I'm Addy from Footprints over here with Mo. This hat going on here. We're we're just having a good time.
Where are you guys from?
We're chilling. We're from Montreal.
Hello. My name is not actually Mo. My name is Clarion. It's Clarian. I'd like to give a shout out to this girl who broke my heart like 2 weeks ago. Her name is Claire, but I hope she never sees this because she's stupid. But no, she's not stupid. She's cool. Anyway, I don't care.
These are the people from our label. Really great artist. I mean, really and a really amazing character of people to be around. So I mean, if you ask like what I'm up to, it's I mean, we're making some music as Vision Quest. Obviously, I'm working on some things myself, but really more than anything, I'm just trying to make as I say, there's a big piece of cake, everybody can have some, and there's some really talented new artists that people I think deserve to listen to and are making amazing music, and that I am completely blown away by, and I think that's where my kind of efforts are right now, or my kind of where I'm looking. Things for me are going okay, they're going well, and I just want more people to be able to get involved and really have the chance that their talent deserves. I mean, it's a collective of like nice, bright souls, in aliens.
And aliens. We can't leave the aliens. They're super bright.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
And until then, this is Vision Quest, and these guys are aliens.
Yeah.
Gen X Glow, over and out.
Gen X Glow. Choose. Do it myself and persevere to do everything. I mean, that's one thing about possibly this career. I'm sorry I'm having such a long-winded speech, but some of this stuff is a bit important, and it makes you, I'm just trying to make you guys realize that things are possible. And one thing that is really important for everyone to know, if you want this career and if you want this to be your life, you have to give up almost everything for it to be your life. It has to be an absolute. You know, there is no half-stepping like, oh, I'm going to have this little side job now and I'm going to be comfortable with that, or like kind of like I'm trying to keep certain parts of your normality in life to kind of keep that dream or to really excel in it. You have to go full 100,000,000%, or else you won't make it. It's not, there is no time for half-stepping. And even later in life, let's say once you start to become a little bit more successful, a D-list celebrity like myself, then you really start to get to this point where, you know, I'm on the road maybe 5-6 days a week and giving up some of your old past life. I mean, it's good to know exactly what's in store or what can possibly be in store for you. You know, one of my good friends, Benoit and Sergio, this guy Ben, just like this kind of group, they have there on my label, Nelson Diva Faye, and he used to be a professor at Johns Hopkins, and now he goes and sings pop songs at raves. But he once told me, he's like, you know, one of the funniest things is when your dreams come true, at some point it can become your greatest nightmare, you know, because it's like you change life. Your dream becomes something new. It's something that you never imagined. And that's something that you guys should really think about. Like, what life do you want to live? What is the goal of kind of being invested in this, you know, and really get to the brass tacks of it. Not the fame, not money or anything. That stuff doesn't really happen anyway. I mean, you get some cash here and there, you can survive. But what's your real goal, the real point of doing what you're doing, you know, and really think about that a lot.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better though now that I slept an hour. Like, I was a bit moody earlier. I was really moody. I was really stressed about us possibly missing the flight, because if we would have missed the flight, then I would have had to buy 5 flights. It sucks. You know, so little things like that start to make you insane, you know? My dad's bipolar, so I'm a bit manic myself. So like I also like a lot of ups, but then sometimes it used to go down. So now the things in life's really good, so it's like up all the time. If I go like on a down, like I may be entering a down phase now. A couple months ago, I was like on a manic up, and it was like, shh. I may be manic. The more I think about it.
Yeah.
Most DJs I know are in some way at least manic or totally psychopaths. Especially the bigger DJs. The drive gets you there, and then after doing this business for a while, then you become a psychopath.
I've been doing that. I'm getting back in the remix game. I did a remix of Matt Deer slowly because it's a bit easier to work with parts than to come up with new concepts. But also I took a bit of time off to kind of redevelop what I wanted to do with music, you know, and kind of having, it's good to make music, but it's not good to put out music to put out music. You know, that's something that's important. Like, just because you're making loads of stuff doesn't mean everything has to come out. You know, put out stuff when it's really good. And that's one thing that's kind of helped, I think, my career in many ways. I've always put out music that was good on bigger labels or that on projects that were worthwhile, rather than like, all right, I'm going to find so-and-so, like some cat on the internet wants to put out some tracks of mine, and sure, you know, and just doing a bunch of stuff with small labels, it doesn't really have the impact, you know, for you as an artist. It takes you at another level. If you're going to put out music, if you put out music on bigger labels, instantly you're in the same tier as the other artist on those labels. So you're looked at that tier. And one thing with music is, and being booked as an artist, there's about 5 or 6 different tiers, you know, or levels that you go in. There's like, okay, the booking fee, the guy you can book at your local bar for like $100. And there's like the $100 to like, let's say $300 range. And then there's like 3 to 7, and then 700 to like 1,500, you know, and then there's like the 2,000 to like 3,000, and the 3 to 5, and then 5 and up, you know. These are kind of how the tiers that things go. And then when you're in the 5 to 10s, then you're just kind of like there, and your gigs kind of range between like 3 to, you know, 30, 40 grand. This depends on what your standing is.
Going back to the releasing music thing, yeah. What if these big labels aren't calling?
If the big labels aren't calling, you know, and you're sending stuff out, this is the thing. It's not like big. They don't have to be like majors, but like respected labels. You know, they can be a small
independent label like my own, or when I was putting or just going independent respected labels is a lot better than putting out a record on an unknown independent label, because you're still crawling your way up, still like they're even fighting to get any exposure, so you're not going to get any exposure, even if maybe a great tune, it still may not hit like it can, and being really conscious about where you put out your music, when you put out your music, how often you put out your music. Like one mistake a lot of artists have, they're like, okay, I'm going to put out a lot of music on a bunch of different labels, and it's cool because all these labels are hot right now, and it doesn't really build you as an artist. It's better to pick, let's say, a couple families, couple crews you're down with, or one crew, hopefully. Stick with them, build something, build a plan, build like a let's say you want to have 3 records a year. You shouldn't really put out more than 5 singles a year. That's 5 is a lot already. Like 3, 4 is a good. 4 is even kind of quarterly is all right. But I think 3 good records a year, maybe a couple remixes, being out in the press is good. But not having like loads, like people who put out like a record every couple weeks on a different label, it doesn't really help your discography much. And also the quality control isn't as high. Quality control is so important. And sitting on music until the quality is good enough. So what if people aren't calling right the next day? If you keeping on and you keep those relationships open with these labels and the people who work there, go out and be part of things. I mean, there's this is one thing that's super important, is being involved in the scene and going around the world and meeting people, going out, because it's like, a couple of people in here I've seen around the world, and they're out. There's this guy in Detroit, this kid Ted Crisco. He just started this group. He's like a new Detroit kid. And one thing we've really noticed is for the past 2 years, I mean, we didn't really know Ted, so I knew him a little bit from before, but now I see him everywhere, and he's grinding, he's there, he's at every festival, he's there meeting people, he's having a good time, and everyone starts to know him, and you're like, whoa, there's that kid again. I mean, I was that kid forever. I was everywhere, and never really talking about myself, just hanging out, and people like, you meet people, and they're like, oh, what's up, it's you again. You start to talk, and things start to naturally progress and happen, and that's, I mean, a lot of things in life, it's not what you do, but it's who you know. And that's a truth in life. It's, like you can have a great degree from a great school, but if you have horrible networking skills and kind of aren't like, aren't the best person to be around, chances are things aren't going to go so well for you. You can have nothing in life, but if you're good, you're out, you're meeting people constantly, and people are like remembering that, the chances are the quicker it will be that they want to ask you to do something for them. I know with our label, we don't sign anyone that we don't really know, because also at the end of the day, when you're having a label or building a family, you want the people on your label to also, they're people who are going to represent you as a label worldwide. You don't want some kid who's like screaming your label's name all over the world and being a dick. You're just like, God, because people are like, oh, that crew is kind of, they're suspect, So it's about going out, meeting people, going globally, thinking global. Thinking global is everything, don't think local, think global. DJing is a funny thing. It's a bit like sports. Maybe some people make a bit of money on it, but at the end of the day, you can only do it for a certain amount of years. And then what do you do after your life as a DJ? I'm really concerned about legacy, actually. I really have this dream of I kind of want to be a bit like Laurent Garnier. Laurent Garnier is a guy who I have the utmost respect for because he's taken his career and done it on his own terms. And there's other DJs who have made choices that I am maybe ruining their legacy in the future, And it's crazy to be some guy forever, that everyone loved and respected. And then at the end of your career, just kind of fall off and become a sellout. Ten more years of Seth, and then I'm gonna be gone and doing something else because I want to experience my life. That's the plan. I mean, I'll still be collecting records and playing gigs here and there, but I'm not gonna be touring every weekend.
I don't know, it's addictive. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have a family one day and I change it for that, you know? But right now I'm really enjoying myself. I couldn't really want it any other way.